Yeah, go on. Everything's on camera, so what you do? No, not at all.
In this episode, Auditor FB is calmly filming outside a secure police station, fully within his rights, when officers first approach fishing for information. He confidently stands his ground, and they leave. But what follows is shocking. Two off-duty officers storm out, cross the road, and aggressively confront him, demanding he stop filming. When FB refuses, they snap, fabricating claims that lead to him being tackled and wrongfully detained. Their lies escalate into criminal charges, and FB is dragged through court, fined for an offense built entirely on falsehoods. It's a disturbing glimpse into how quickly authority can turn abusive when accountability disappears. And this time, every second is captured on camera.
Can I help you at all?
No, I'm all right, thank you.
Sure?
Yep.
You waiting for anybody?
I ain't, no.
You're not?
No.
What's the reason that you're recording?
I'm not going to answer any questions now.
Sorry? I can't hear you.
I'm not going to answer any more questions. I don't need your service.
Okay, I'm just wondering why you're actually standing outside.
Thanks for coming out and talking to me. I do appreciate it, but I don't need your service.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, mate, you alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
You alright, mate?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, how's it going?
All right.
You auditing, are you?
I might be or I might not, to be honest with you. I don't really wish to engage.
You don't wish to engage?
No.
Okay, all I'm going to ask then, we've got some personal vehicles here.
Yeah.
Kindly don't film the personal vehicles, alright?
I'm going to film anything I can see from a public area.
Okay, the reason I say that though, is that's more of a courtesy thing.
No, I appreciate it, but I've got to get something in the video, so.
Well, maybe aim for the marked police cars then, because like I said, personal cars not really cool if they don't want
Normal
to use
cars, police cars, anywhere that comes out of the police grounds, I'm going to record.
Okay.
The first officers step out and immediately reveal their intent, not to investigate a crime, but to control the situation. The very first question, "Are you auditing?" says everything. They weren't enforcing law or addressing a security concern. They were trying to categorize FB, to label and discredit him before the interaction even began. FB's calm, measured reply, that he may or may not be auditing and doesn't wish to engage, is exactly the right move. He's under no legal obligation to explain himself, and the law supports that choice. When that approach fails, the officer switches tactics, warning FB not to film personal vehicles, and then resorting to emotional manipulation, saying it's a courtesy thing. That's not law. It's pressure. By appealing to emotion and social norms, the officer tries to guilt FB into compliance. But courtesy is optional, rights are not. This moment perfectly illustrates how authority sometimes leans on tone and guilt when the law itself offers no backing.
Can I ask the purpose of what you're recording?
For my own purpose.
For your own purpose?
Yeah.
And can I ask for any ID?
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can ask, obviously, but
stay off the road, because I don't want you to get run over by accident.
I don't need, I know you're only looking out for me, but I've been walking up and down for God knows how many years. I can look after myself.
You've done this before then, have you?
I might have.
Yeah?
I might have.
All right.
Have a good day, lads. Thank you.
Good day.
Thank you. You're dismissed, lads. Why not?
Do not film me. I'm not giving him my permission.
I don't need your permission.
Please.
You touch me,
Please put
you'll
the
be in
phone
trouble,
down.
okay? I do
I'm
not
asking
consent to any
nicely.
touch. I politely refuse.
Please put the phone
Listen,
down.
I
politely ask you
I
to
don't know who you are. Could you step back, please, and leave me alone?
No.
No. Well, if you touch me, I do not consent to
I'm not gonna
touch,
touch you.
and you will be arrested, okay? So,
Really?
yeah. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you.
I'm laughing at you. You're a fool, not me.
Your balaclava.
Yeah,
your
so what?
bandana,
Let me just get up and stand
you're
back away from
filming
you.
people.
Yeah, I am.
The moment the off-duty officers stepped out, they exposed their complete lack of understanding of the law. Their demand that FB stop filming because they hadn't given permission is absurd. Permission isn't required when filming from a public space. The right to record in public is well established and absolute. Their next claim, that FB was intimidating people, collapses under basic scrutiny. Under the Public Order Act, an offense requires threatening, abusive, or disorderly behavior. Quietly filming from a public pavement doesn't even come close. Harassment laws demand a course of conduct, not a single instance of filming. And as for the balaclava, it's perfectly lawful to wear. Clothing isn't grounds for suspicion, but what's most telling is the order of events. The officers chose to approach FB, initiating contact, and then claimed to feel intimidated by the situation they themselves created. That's not policing. That's manufacturing justification. You can't provoke an encounter and then use your own discomfort as a shield for overreach.
Who's not right in their head here?
Hear me here.
I don't think
Your
so.
mate here, he's not right in here for calling members of the public fools. Are you an officer, are you? Are you? Shit, man, are you an officer? Go on, you touch me, and I'll lay you straight up the floor.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, I will, yeah.
Threatening us now,
Yeah,
are you?
go on. I said, you touch me, I said you'll be in trouble. Go on, I've got everything on camera. He just got all aggressive, you can see it in his face and he wants to do something. Do something.
I do.
Go on, do it. Do it. You must think I'm scared of you.
I'm not.
I'm not scared of you, don't worry about that. I'm here minding my business. And you know it's an offence to lie to the police, you know that, don't you? An arrestable offence. We've got a very aggressive gentleman here. I'm standing here minding my own business and they approach me. Yeah, calling me a fool. If anybody's the fool, it's him.
This is the moment the off-duty officers completely lose all professionalism. When FB calmly calls out one officer for calling him a fool, that officer snaps, storming forward with a clenched fist, his body language openly aggressive. That's not de-escalation or restraint. That's intimidation, pure and simple. His behavior makes it clear he wasn't there to communicate. He was there to dominate. Then comes the most twisted part. When FB stands firm and says he'll defend himself if attacked, the officers immediately try to weaponize his words, twisting them into a threat. It's a classic manipulation tactic. Create the danger, then frame the victim's self-protection as aggression. The contrast couldn't be starker. FB remained calm, measured, and lawful, while the off-duty officers let emotion and ego take over. In that moment, the roles reversed. The supposed enforcers of the law became the ones breaking it.
If you want to hit me and you want to do something because you're very, very angry, I encourage you, you do it. And I'll hold you accountable. This is going to be a Karen and Ken video, this is. Excuse me, lads, could you tell me if this gentleman's an officer, please?
Figure out yourself, mate.
All right, cocky boy.
Sorry?
All right, cocky boy.
Figure out
What are you being cocky for? What are you being cocky for? What are you being cocky for? Go and do your thing. Go and do your thing. You're dismissed. See you later. Aye? He got an attitude, hasn't he? What's the matter with him? Now we've got flashing blues here. Yeah, go on. Everything's on camera, so what you do? No, not at all.
Anything.
This closing narration perfectly ties together the chaos, injustice, and emotional weight of the encounter. It reads like a full Rate the Audit segment, sharp, factual, and deeply critical of both conduct and process. The pacing builds from disbelief to outrage, ending with reflection and a call to awareness that here's a refined version that keeps your exact meaning, tone, and length, but slightly polishes flow, rhythm, and phrasing for a cleaner narration readout, suitable for video voiceover or transcript use. The moment more officers arrived, FB asked the obvious question, are these two even officers? The reply he got? Dismissive. Find out yourself. That's not transparency. That's stonewalling. If action is about to be taken against someone, the least they deserve is clarity about who's involved. Instead, FB was brushed off and left without answers. Moments later, without questioning him or assessing what actually happened, they moved straight to arrest. And while he's being arrested, FB is rugby tackled to the ground with full force. Despite not resisting or trying to flee, it wasn't measured. It wasn't proportionate. It was pure overreaction. The officers skipped procedure, skipped assessment, and went straight to violence, exposing how badly they mishandled the encounter from start to finish. What this episode revealed more than anything is how fragile policing becomes when officers decide that feelings outrank law. FB wasn't stopped because of any crime. He was stopped because officers didn't like being filmed. From there, everything that followed was about protecting their comfort, not the public interest. That mindset is dangerous because the law stops being the standard and personal bias takes its place, The off-duty officers showed that more clearly than anyone. They weren't reacting to an offense. They crossed the road to start a confrontation, and when challenged, they lost control. Name-calling, clenched fists, and explosive aggression aren't the actions of professionals. And the moment FB stood his ground, they flipped the script, suddenly casting themselves as the victims. That kind of role reversal isn't just dishonest, it's calculated. Then came the uniformed officers. They had a chance to reset the situation, to ask questions and find the truth. Instead, they stonewalled FB's request for clarity and rushed to arrest him without any assessment. That was the moment policing failed completely. Rather than acting as neutral fact-finders, they became enforcers of a story and used force to back it up. Tackling FB while he was already under arrest wasn't restraint. It was punishment dressed up as procedure, but the most revealing part came afterward in court. FB's own updates show how the narrative was flipped against him, accused of resisting arrest and assaulting an officer when the footage clearly shows who the aggressors were. This is how the system protects itself. Create the paper trail, turn the victim into the defendant, and let the courtroom carry the lie. It wasn't justice, it was damage control. And it left FB paying the price while those responsible walked away untouched. This episode also highlights how vital knowledge and composure are in encounters like this. FB admits he was still an amateur at the time, and that matters. The less you know about procedure, the easier it is for officers to twist events. Demanding every legal requirement on camera, the exact grounds, the necessity for arrest, proper identification, makes it harder for them to bend reality. That's not a criticism of FB. It's a lesson in how power works when the odds are already stacked against you. And in the end, that's the real story here. A man peacefully filming ended up fined and labeled, while officers who provoked, lied, and escalated walked away untouched. It's not just one bad arrest. It's a window into a corrupt system where misconduct is rewarded, not punished. The camera didn't catch FB breaking the law. It caught officers breaking trust, and a system bending itself to protect them.